Hey, what's up, man? My bro Maurice back with another video. In today's episode, I got asked how I want to start making beats. This was the question that I got asked. It was a comment down a video, so I'm just gonna answer this question with a little show tutorial. If you're new to the channel, obviously make sure to subscribe, stick around. I got an awesome growing channel, so it's all about making music, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, make sure to stick around. In the meantime, I want to say at the end of the video, if you feel gratitude, a sense of gratitude, you can show that sense of gratitude through KO5. I put a link in the description, just a way just to say thank you. You can buy me a coffee for $3, you can put a coffee for $8, whatever you feel like. That's a little promotion for myself. Let's get to the video. So basically, when you want to start making beats, the first thing that you need to get, it's a DAW, okay, digital audio station. It stands for digital audio station. Now obviously I would tell you, get Logic Pro X, hands down, no doubts about it. Okay, you need to get Logic Pro X. Why you want to get Logic Pro X? Because everything nowadays been done through Logic Pro X. Is really professional. Professionals use Logic Pro X. Very easy to use. A lot of tutorials you find on the internet. So hands down, Logic Pro X is $200. It's no big deal. I bought it myself, obviously, because I make money with it, and it makes me be more an investor. Because if I invest $200 into something, I know that I need to do something as far as my ROI. It stands for return on investment. So this is how I did. This is what I did. Obviously, you can go on YouTube, ask how to get it for free, and you can get it for free. Okay. So that being said, that's the first thing that you want to do when you want to start making beats. You need to get a digital audio station, a DAW, Logic Pro X. So once you do this, you need to understand how to make beats. Okay. And this is the channel for you. This is the tutorial for you. Don't leave the video, because at the end of the video I give cool information how to get stuff for free through the channel. So usually after 2 minutes people just leave the tutorial because they lazy. Don't be one of those lazy piece of shit. Just stay until the end of the video. Let's get this going. Let's make a beat. I'll show you how that's done. It's very easy. Once you stick around to the channel, you practice it, you're gonna get good at it. Whatever you see now on the video is going to be a downloadable link in the description, so don't worry about it. You can download this for free. Once you have the Logic Pro X on your computer, you'll be able to open it and work with it. Okay, so the first part of this video, I want to start making beats, is going to be part number 1, using the chops technique. Okay, so when you want to start making beats, you need to understand there's 2 ways you can start making beats. There's making the beats, making the original beats, and then there's a sample way of making beats. Now the main difference is that with original stuff you can sell it and make money easily. With sample stuff, you need to give it away for free, or you need to clean up the sample. Sample is basically a song or a melody that you use off another record, but you use it into your own piece of music, which is basically DJing stuff. Well, nowadays happens a lot of time in modern music. Okay, so 2 ways. Once again, original way, you need to be able to understand music, because you need to write your own composition. And there's the sample technique, which is basically you taking another piece of music and DJing it into your own piece of music. Okay, so I'm just going to focus on the first part on the sample method, which is the one I prefer. I give away a lot of music for free, so I believe into giving music for free. And then basically and as far as the sample technique, there's 2 ways you can do it also. That's the loop technique and the chops technique. Okay, a loop technique is basically you take a loop of 4 bars, okay, which we're going to talk about bars and how this works in just a minute. Or maybe you can use the chops technique, which is basically meaning that you chop the record into several chops. You put it into what we call samplers, instruments like EXS 24 sampler, available for you for free through Logic Pro X. This is what I'm saying. Logic Pro X is the DAW that you really need to get. If you haven't got it, just if you don't have it, just pause this video, go get Logic Pro X, come back to this video. So yeah, we're gonna use this sample technique and the chops technique. All right, part number 1. Let's get this going. So the first thing that you want to do, you want to find a record that you want to sample, you want to chop, you want to DJ from. Okay, so I got this Jeannie Brown record. Is a really dope ass song. It's really easy to get free stuff, to get samples, you just want to go freely on YouTube and type in music. For instance, I type in must chop, and I got this playlist, awesome playlist, which I'll put a link in the description from. It's for you to go and get a sense of this playlist, so you can go through, and once you find a song that kind of has the pieces that you listen, that can be chopped, that can be sampled, that's the song you want to get from. Then you're going to get the link, and then you go to save clip bro and get the wave format of the song. In other words, once you go and trying to get the song, once save clip bro is done with this thing, you scroll down, you go to wave, and then you convert it. Why you want to use wave and not MP3? Because when we sample, we're gonna fuck with the pitch of the song, we're gonna fuck with the tempo of the song to make it your own. So it works better when it's in wave format, okay, just a format. So this is the process. I chose this song. I'll show you why I chose this song, because it's really easy to sample, and this is what the song looks like. Now I'm not gonna play too much because I don't want to get copyrighted, but this is what the song looks like. Can you hear those pieces, those hits of those notes? This is what we're gonna sample, okay? I'm just gonna steal those little notes, those little chords, and I'm gonna make it my own. You can do this, okay? So the way you do it, once you have the song imported into your project in Logic Pro X, what you want to do, you want to hit on this little button, and then you want to go to, at this stage, if you're new to beat making, let me tell you something. Do not think, okay? Try to learn not to think. Try to learn not to want to understand what you're doing. Just copy what I'm doing, okay? This is the best way you learn. This is how kids learn stuff. They just repeat, and they're the best, student in the world. So you want to click that little button, and then you want to go to this little drop down. You want to go to arithmetic, which is basically a logarithm, which is going to scan the song, analyze the song, so you can get the chops clean and clean beautifully, okay? So the first that I'm just going to re-listen to the song and see what pieces of the song I want, okay? I want that piece and that piece. And then I want that one. Okay, so I'm not want that. I'm just gonna click that, and I just want the whole piece of it. And then I want this. All right, I want that as well. And I want that as well. I'm just gonna lower the volume of this, so maybe you don't listen to my voice as clear as I want to. All right, I want that piece also. I want that also. That and that and that also and that also. All right, and when the drums kicks in, I don't want none of that, okay? So the next step, once you chop your song, so you have your song, you import it into your DAW, you chopped it, and now what you want to do, you want to go right up here and then go slide at flex markers. Okay, and then you want to get rid of the part of the song that you don't want, and now you got your chops. All right, cool stuff, all right, big time. Once you have your chops, now this is the first stage for you to write your own melody. All right, you becoming a Mozart in a minute. All right, so the first thing you want to do, okay, you want to click on this little icon. Once you have the digital audio station Logic on your computer, you want to go to software instrument. All right, then you want to go to this little drop down, and you want to scroll down. This is my little alarm, okay? Where I'm from is 6 o'clock. I'm gonna go EXS24 sampler, and then I'm gonna go edit, all right? Pretty cool stuff. I'm gonna get all my chops, pretty easy, and I'm gonna drag it and drop it into my EXS24 sampler. This is a sampler, this is what we call it, okay? So the next step to this is a basic routine that you would do normally anytime you use the sampler, okay, especially the EXS24 sampler. You want to highlight them all, right? And then you want to go to instrument, and then you want to go to group, and then you want to go new group. Then take all the samples and drag it into the group, and then you want to hit that little groups tab. You want to go to polyphonic, and you want to go one. What you're basically doing now is, I said again, if you're making your first beat, just follow my steps. Don't ask questions. Don't try to understand. Just follow. Just repeat what I'm doing. Okay. But basically, what you want to do when you choose the polyphonic to B1, you're basically telling the instrument. You're telling the XS24 sampler. The sampler becomes your instrument. All right, and the notes become the sound of your instrument. You're basically telling, when I hit one note and I hit the other one, just stop playing the first one that I played. I said it one more time. Once you put your chops into the group, all right, and then you choose to be polyphonic 1, you're basically telling the instrument, you're telling the sampler, hey, look, when I hit one note and then I hit the other note, just stop playing the first note that I hit. All right, this is how easy it is. So once you do this, you basically have your chops. Now the first thing to fuck with the chops, because when you're sampling, it's an art form itself. Okay, and the first thing that you can use your creative mind and your creative attitude for is to change the pitch of those little chops and the length of how fast the song is, the tempo of the chop. All right, to do so, you just click on all of the chops and you go to cursor. You see this little thing, you just go cursor and then make it slower or you make it faster. You down in pitch here, you up them in pitch. All right, so I'm just gonna put a 2 just to make it a little bit different. And now I've got my little chops. All right, so I'm gonna get my little keyboard up right here, and I'm ready to record my melody. All right, I'm ready to be a Mozart. All right, now to do so, I'm just gonna mute this. Now I'm just gonna find a melody out of these chops. All right, I found my melody, so I'm ready to record it. All right, so this is just going to be my 4-bar loop. Okay, if you never made a beat, basically the beat works like this. Every music that you listen on the radio, the modern music, actually all music, even classical music, like Mozart understood this way before us. So yeah, it works like this. Is a mathematical thing. So you got 16 bars of the verse, and then you got 8 bars of the hook, what we call the hook. In the 18 bars, in the 16 bars of the verse, you might have the previous 4 to be the pre-chorus. So you can have this little thing just to show you to rearrange, and we're going to talk about this in a later part of the series. Okay, so you have an intro, and then you have a verse, and then you have a chorus. Okay, basically this is the main thing of the song. Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it. I'm just gonna hit that little button just to hide that. Now I've got my little melody. But the thing is that I need to find the tempo of this melody. So this is my technique. This is how I personally do it. It's not right. This is completely wrong what I'm doing. But this is just how I do it. It's a creative process. So this is how I do it. So once I have recorded my little melody, all I do is go bounce in place. Again, do not worry about what you're doing. Just copy what I'm doing. Okay. So I'm just gonna hit on this. All right. Control, and then I'm just going to go down to bounce in place. All right, so once I have that little bouncing place thing done, I'm just gonna mute this, and I'm gonna make sure that I have my loop to be 4. So I'm gonna go up on top and go custom, and then go all the way up, and I'm trying to get the loop to be 4. All right, so if you see when you scroll this down or up, the loop changes because you're changing the tempo of the project. Okay, I'm trying to match the tempo of the project to the tempo of the loop that I just recorded. Okay, it's a creative process. This is how I do it. So I'm just gonna scroll down, and I'm gonna make sure that it loops perfectly. So I'm just gonna loop this. I'm just gonna click on it. All right, if you click on it, it loops the thing. And then I'm gonna fuck with the tempo of the project so that it goes to my the tempo of my loop, as it were. So I'm just gonna put it just a little bit up. All right, so I'm just gonna have to make it a little bit faster and faster. A little bit faster. All right, 200 is perfect then. Okay. It seems to me that 200 is the tempo of the loop that I just recorded. All right, guys. So once I know this, I just delete this. Okay, and I'm gonna make sure to have this this thing up. And I'm gonna make sure to put it right on top. Now I should re-record the loop. All right. If I don't remember, well, that's my problem. Okay. I'm trying to remember that one more time. So I'm gonna put my keyboard. But this time I'm gonna do it properly with a click so I know that I'm on beat, okay? So I'm just gonna click on this little thing and I'm gonna go on click. You see, I found a new melody. Actually, I just want to have the D and the T, all right? This is my simple loop that I'm just going to use for this example. All right, so this is going to be my loop. Now it's going to be perfect on time. So I'm just going to have to fuck with this. So all right, so I just made sure to have all my notes on beat, and this is what I got so far. Okay, so this is just a simple 4-bar loop. Now, obviously, what you want to do most of the time when you have this kind of fast loop at 4 bars, you want to make sure that at the end of the loop, you have some transition, so a different piece of music, because it helps the listener to be focused and not to be bored at the same time. So I'm just gonna put a little note right there. Let's see what that sounds like. Alright, I like that. Maybe I'll put it right there also. Maybe I'll put right there like this. Maybe I'll put right there. I don't like that. Maybe right there. Nope. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Okay, so just for the sake of this, so I'm not gonna waste time. Obviously, this is something that kind of really attracts me. So to anything that kind of attracts me, I always I always invest a lot of time in what attracts me, but I'm not going to do this for the sake of this, but you get the drift. Okay, so once you want to do you want to make sure to to spend as much time as to have a loop that kind of you kind of like. I know that's hard because at first in your creative process you're really judgmental, but don't worry about it. Just make your first beat, just trying to make your first loop, and I just showed you how to do this. All right, so this is the first part of making a beat. You want to get a DAW, digital audio station, like Logic Pro X. You can get this thing for free on YouTube. I do personally have a premium version of it because 1, I make money with it. 2, I like to be on top of the game, so the updates and stuff, you always update naturally, so I don't have to invest any time into finding new pieces and hackers and stuff like that. And 3, because I'm a good man. So once you have a digital audio station, then you want to find a sample loop, a song to sample, to DJ from. Once you do this, you want to click on this little button, go to rhythmic, chop the song, so you have the samples. Once you do this, you go to the XS24 sampler, you drag all the chops in there, so you have your brand new instrument, so you can become a real-time live Mozart, finding the perfect melody of your loop. You can go with a loop of 4, or you can go with a loop of 8. Okay, don't get too far of it, because otherwise you really gain to be Mozart. You don't want to be Mozart nowadays. You want to be just a small beat maker, maybe a future producer, but to start making beats, you just want to have a simple 4-bar loop, maybe a bars loop. Once you do this, you're ready for the next step and kind of bring the soul, as I always say to my students, because I do one-on-one in my local area. All right, you want to bring the soul, you want to give soul to the beat. All right, the soul to the beat is done nowadays through snares, kicks, hi-hats, and kind of build that drum beat to make the song pop and make your head bob. All right. So to do this, all you gotta do, once again, you gotta bring up a new software instrument, like new software instrument in Logic Pro X. Then you go to instrument, and then you want to go to EXS24 sampler. Once again, you go to edit, and then you want to find samples to drag and drop in here, so you have your drum loop to get started with. Now I've done this, and in the project file you will be able to get this, so don't worry about it. You go to edit, and now you have your snare. This is something I'm giving you away for free, obviously. A kick and a snare, and a percussion, some percussion, and some hi-hats. Now these four main things, this is what make drum loops awesome, clear, easy to make. Just a simple drum loop. Simplicity is riches. Really simple stuff are the stuff that really resonate through history, through life. So if you make a beat very simple, believe me, it's gonna be awesome. I know the humans want hard stuff, you know, they want to make things complex, but unfortunately this is not what the world likes. The world likes simple stuff, right? So I'm just gonna bring up once again my little musical typing bitch right there. I don't know how to call this thing. I'm gonna call it my bitch. So I've got my loop, all right, and I'm just gonna be I'm gonna bring that up. All right, so let's go with the drum. The first drum I'm just going to program to record. In music production, we use this word program. I don't know why. English is not my first language, but they use a program. All right, let's program the drum beat. I would say let's fuck the melody with some drums, but they say program. Whatever. So the first one is the drum. The first part of the drum beat, you always want to start with whatever you want, but I'm just gonna start with this echo tutorial just because this is the first one with the snare. The snare goes on the 2s or on the 3s. Now, if the song is low, you want to put it on the 2s. What I mean by 2s, I mean if you open up this thing and then you go scroll it down, zoom in on it, you go to 1 2 1 4. When I say the 2s, I'm saying that the snare should go on this and on the 4. But because the song is fast, it's 200 beats per minute, you want to put it on the 3s. So 1, and then the next one will be on this one. All right, I'm gonna show you how that's done. I'm gonna hit record on my my keyboard, and I'm gonna record my snare. I don't even know if that's programmed correctly, but I'm just gonna open up this whole thing, and in fact it's bullshit. So I'm just gonna put it on 3s. I'm just really freestyling this, so this is why sometimes things don't go as they should. All right, I'm gonna bring that up. So basically this is the volume. To get this thing, you just want to click that little button, then highlight them all, and you take this thing that you can drag up or down just for the velocity, which basically means velocity. I don't know why, but it means how loud is the note. So it's basically the velocity. Music is how hard you hit on a note. You know, you see Mozart. When Mozart, I always talk about Mozart because I used to play, I still play. I love classical music, and I play the piano, whatever. But anyways, I don't want to make these videos, you know, about me. I want to make this video about you. But velocity basically means, you know, when you have a forte or piano on the classical shit, basically how hard you hit the note on the keyboard, how hard you hit the note on the keyboard. Once again, all right, so this is the velocity, so how hard you hit on that note. So with the being the velocity at 127, you're basically telling this whole shit, you're telling, hey, click as hard as you can on the notes, okay, to make it really loud. All right, so this is the snare that I've got for my brand new dope ass beat. This beat is going to make history. This is the best beat in the history of YouTube. I'm joking. No, maybe it is. Hey, I got so much money. I got so much honeys, yeah. All right, so you get the drift, right? So that's basically the snares that goes on the 2s normally, but because the song is really fast, we put it on the 3s. Cool. Now I'm gonna duplicate this and I'm gonna record some kicks on it. Now I'm gonna there's various, if now when you start making beats, right, because you started this whole series to say I want to make beats. Now as you start making beats, you will realize how cool it's going to be to listen to music, because you're going to listen it to a whole different person. You're going to listen to an engineering ear. Or when I'm saying engineering ears, you're going to listen to, oh, that's the snare, or that's the kick. You're going to listen to it to a whole different point of view, if that makes any sense. Of course it does. Now I like when I made my first beat, I started realizing the kicks pattern in songs, and this is the kicks pattern, the first one that I ever found out. It goes like this. Oh shit, that's on the C. All right. All right, that's going to be my pattern of the kick. This was the first pattern that I found out. What is this? Maybe this one goes right there. All right, so that's all I want. Boom, right there. Split it. Don't need that. You can always loop this on. Just drag this whole thing. When you go on top of the loop, you can loop it like that. All right, I don't like that. I'm just gonna get rid of the last. Nope. All right, then I'm gonna copy this and paste it over. If it lets me copy this, paste it. Boom. I'm gonna hit Command J to make it a whole loop, and let's take a listen to my brand new beat. All right, so I want one more kick. Maybe I want it right there. Woo! Yeah. I see the world through my review. I send to my review. All right, so that's basically the basic foundation of the beat. So I got my melody off a sample. I got my snare, all right, and then I got my drum kit, my kick. So what I need now, definitely I need this. It's not a beat without an hi-hat. So to make the hi-hat, to program the hi-hat, now there's several ways to make the hi-hat. This is the first one that I'm going to show you today. I'm going to hit record, and it's just going to be a very simple hi-hat loop, just like this. You see, just very simple, just like that. Just a repetitive note, which I'm going to hit on, and then make it really loud. What is this? This should go right there. All right, then once I have that done, I'm just gonna take that little the first bar, and I'm just gonna split it so I can make it a whole thing, as I did before with the kick. So I'm just gonna hit Command J. All right, how easy this is. Are you making your first beat? How you doing so far? Put some comments in the description. I love to hear who you are, what you're doing. Alright, this is just the drum loop. Alright, so basically they say basically, I was in London for a lot of years, man. They say basically. Alright, so I'm just gonna copy this over, and I'm just going to record the last piece of the drum beat, which is the percussion. And to do that is on where are you, percussion? Oh shit, no, I want my drum kit. All right, the D. All right, so I'm just my little percussion. I'm just gonna click on it, and then I'm gonna make it really loud. Maybe this one should be right there. Oh, by the way, to quantize this, do you see what I'm doing when I highlight them all and then they suddenly goes to the next line? Is basically doing this. You go Command A to highlight them all, and then you just hit Q to quantize it. Okay, time quantization. It basically makes it on the beat, right? Maybe I'm gonna put this all over there. All right, and then that's it. I just want that little piece. I'm gonna split it, take it, paste it over J to make it a whole thing, and now you made your first beat, fella. This is how easy it is. It really, truly, this is how easy it is to make brand new beats nowadays. So you can turn this into a song. We're gonna turn this into a song. I'm gonna go and turn this into a song. Okay, so this is going to be my intro. Okay, and then I'm gonna take my little intro and then I'm gonna paste it over to make boom boom. This is going to be my verse, and then I'm gonna go actually my rearrangement, and I'm gonna go, this is going to be my little intro, this is going to be my little verse. All right, so we can win the Grammys. And then I'm gonna hit that little thing and I'll go for a chorus, which is going to repeat. Nowadays, usually if you want to make music, or you want to try to send this to someone to rap on it, nowadays you really have this whole template to go for. You might go with a verse, a chorus, and maybe just I would say 4 bar more, even 2. You know, you can go to 2 bar. This is really a creative process. You make it a little small bridge and then go back to the verse. Oh my god, let me go back really quickly. You can take this and go right there. Oh my god, go away. Command is not available. All right, so I'm just gonna leave it like that, and then because this message won't go away. Go away. All right, it does. Whatever. All right, there you go. So I'm just gonna take that and go back to this whole thing. Make sure to paste it over. Sometimes things don't go as they should. All right, there you go. So I've got this little template for the song, which is going to be my little intro, and then my little verse, a chorus, and then I might go with a bridge, all right, which is a type of verse kind of thing before you go back to the chorus 2 more times, and then yeah, like that, chorus, and then another chorus. All right, cool. And then this is going to be your song. If you go to the custom and then you go to 1 minute and 2, all right, this is 2 minutes, right? This is 1 minute song, as you can see, and the 1 minute song is perfect. You know, we had a Lil Pump winning the Grammy with 1 minute, with like a 1 minute song, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, no, all right, so which was a 1 minute song. So you can send this to an artist, so you can really put together a song out of this template. Now, to make it a cool though, in the intro you might want to get rid of some of the drums, so I'm just gonna leave it just the hi-hat. For the verse, I'm just gonna leave it leave everything on, but I don't want the percussion, at least not in the first 2 bars. Then I'm gonna leave, I'm gonna get out the hi-hat before I get into the chorus, just to create some movement. And then for the for the chorus, I'm just gonna leave out the hi-hats. For the bridge, I'm just gonna leave out the once again the bridge, and then for the chorus, I'm just gonna take the chorus template, and I'm gonna put it right there back, and then get the hi-hats for the last one. All right, I'm just gonna quickly go right there, boom. And then I'm gonna take the percussion and then I put it just at last, again to create movement in the song, because we working on a loop. And there's no kind of different melody happening. You want to make that happen through the drum loop. All right, so I'm gonna call then this snare, all right, just to make this thing as professional as I can, because I know you guys want professional shit. No, this is the sample. All right, you're gonna be able to download this for free in the description down below. This is going to be the kick. This is going to be the hi-hats, and this is going to be the percussion. All right, boom, right there, man. This is how you make a beat. If you wanted to make a beat, you just learn how to do it. You get a DAW, right? You get a sample, you drag it in, you chop it, you put it, you start using samplers as your first instrument. You will grow as you grow as a producer. We're gonna start teaching more stuff. If you want to be making tutorials like this one, put it in the comment section down below. My name is Marlboro Morris, and obviously you can we're gonna talk about mixing about this in part number 4. But the first thing about mixing is to make the hi-hats really low in velocity. All right, and there you have, man. This is part number 1, how to make a beat. I want to start making beats, but this is how you do. All right, so I'm gonna get back to you in part number 2. We're gonna use the loop technique. Actually, this is kind of a loop technique, but next time I'm gonna show you how, instead of using a sample, instead of using songs to sample, we're gonna get straight loops, so you can build a beat in a matter of minutes using loops. There's a lot of loops for free. You can use it online. My name is Marlboro Morris. Peace out, man.